Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 8-3 with a 3.42 ERA. And pitching for the Red Sox today is Mike Chris, whose record is 7-3 with a 3.33 ERA. So we lost yesterday's game. We had the early lead. We were up 2-0, and then the Red Sox scored 6 unanswered runs. Brian Kelly did not pitch that poorly, actually, just giving up 3 runs in 5 1/3 innings. But he did take the loss, and Tigers lost the game 6-2. So we move on to today's game, game 3 of the 3-game series. We have our ace Jack Morris on the mound. And we're facing another left-hander. So let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe to the channel. Dave Smith, he had a rough game yesterday, his third in a row. So we sent him down and we brought back Jerry Uger to fill a middle relief role. And we've moved Roy Thomas into short relief. So what that means is Dave Smith will have to stay in the minors for 10 days, and then we can bring him back after some extended rest. So Jack Morris on the mound. As I mentioned, the Red Sox current lineup batting .321 against him. That's 145 plate appearances. And the left-hander Mike Chris pitching. So it's basically our same lineup from yesterday, with the exception of Lou Whitaker being back in the lineup. And we're going to give Alan Trammell the day off. He was not listed as tired, but he does not hit lefties well for some reason. So we're going to give Doug Baker a chance to switch from second base to short and get the start today. Also, Gibby, I forgot. Yeah, Gibby is in there at DH, giving Kevin Bass the day off versus left-handers. Let's go ahead and do the official Tigers lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third, playing first base is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and catching today is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth and DHing is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Doug Baker. And batting ninth in center field is Eddie Miller. As I mentioned, Mike Chris on the mound, making his 13th start this season. He's 7-3 with a 3.33 ERA, 49 Ks in 83 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .279 against him. He's got 3 complete games and 2 shutouts. His fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. He has a changeup that is his best pitch. It's rated a 93 with a hard curve, almost rated 90 as well, and a couple other pitches below average. Overall rated an 89. The 25-year-old goes to arbitration next year. And also keep in mind, he is a former Tiger. We traded him to the Red Sox in the 1980 season in the deal that got us Bob Stanley and Gary Hancock and Carlton Fisk. So looks like he's doing well for the Red Sox. He's 7-3 this year. He was 10-7 last season. He has not faced the Tigers yet this year. So okay, here is the defense for the Red Sox today. It's the same as the first 2 games. And here is Sweet Lou leading off against Mike Chris. Lou batting .304 versus lefties, striking out, swinging to lead off the ball game. Next up is Rickey Henderson. Henderson rips it into left field for a base hit. I think we're going to send Henderson today. Now, we did not go with Henderson yesterday in a similar situation. But I think we need to be a little bit more aggressive, even if it's to our detriment. Right down the pipe, and Henderson steals second base. 36 stolen bases, that leads the American League. And I want to say that is his first stolen base in almost 10 days. So, okay. So runner in scoring position for Eddie Murray. Murray batting .299 versus lefties, 308 overall. A ground ball to third. That'll force Henderson to hold and leave it up to Hatcher to drive in a run. Hatcher has 49 stolen bases, 49 RBI on the season. By far our leader in RBI opportunities. Flipping it to right center field, that won't get it done. And we'll strand Henderson at second base. So we go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Red Sox lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff and catching is Dennis Littlejohn. Batting second, playing second base is Marty Barrett. Batting third at third base is Wade Boggs. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Pat Dodson. Batting fifth in right field is Yvonne Calderon. Batting sixth in left field is Jim Rice. Batting seventh and DHing today is Clint Hurdle. In center field and batting eighth is Freddie Lynn. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Roy Smalley. Okay, let's take a look at Jack Morris. Morris, 8-3, making his 15th start of the season, a 3.42 ERA. He's just hit 100 innings pitched, 67 Ks in those 100 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .244 against him. He's got one complete game shutout. His fastball tops out at 94 miles an hour. His splitter is his best pitch. It's rated a 94. The fastball is rated a 90, and a slider rated 82. So 3 pitches over average. He is currently rated 85. The 28-year-old right-hander goes to free agency at the end of next season. Okay, taking a look at his log. Lost 2 of his last 3 starts. Against Boston, however, he's got a no decision, giving up 5 runs in 6 1/3 innings. A victory on April 13th, going 8 2/3, and the opening day shutout. Forgot about that. So there you go, complete game shutout from opening day. Okay, so here is the Tigers' defense for today, with Gold Glovers at first, second, and left field. And Dennis Littlejohn leading off against Jack Morris. Here we go. Ground ball sharply hit to Hatcher at third. Smooth play, 1 down. Next up is Marty Barrett. Another grounder from Morris, this time to Baker at shortstop. 2 quick outs, and Wade Boggs at the plate. Boggs batting .304 overall, drives it to deep center field, and caught right in that little crevice out there by our center fielder, Eddie Miller. Good job defensively. And a 1-2-3 inning, so we go to the top of the second. Here is Lance Parrish leading off against Mike Chris. He's got a 6-game hitting streak going on right now, and making 7 with a double into the right center field wall. That was not the right center field wall. That was the right field wall. And Parrish now has, there we go, 6 doubles on the year. So Parrish, nice to see Parrish in a groove right now. We don't really expect a lot from Gibby against left-handers. Let's just have him pull it to the right side. If he can, yes he does, as Chris set him up perfectly with an inside pitch. Parrish advances to third, and they're going to pull the infield in against Glenn Wilson. I don't know if Parrish has a chance to tag and score if it's hit to right field or center field, but if it's a hit to Jim Rice, I think he's got a shot. And we're going to give Glenn Wilson the okay to go for the sac fly. There we go. Base hit to right field. That'll get Parrish in. An RBI single. We are not going to go for 2. It's 1-0 Detroit. It's great to see us get the early lead in these ball games as Doug Baker hits a ground ball that gets past Boggs at third. Wilson advances. Maybe should have been at third, but I didn't hit and run. So yeah, we've been getting the early lead in these ball games, but not able to really finish it off as our bullpen has been kind of in shambles lately. A base hit up the middle from Eddie Miller. Wilson will score from second. And it's 2-0 Detroit. Miller, 4 for 9 in his limited duty this season. It's been a breath of fresh air. Sweet Lou up next, and Lou walks. That will load the bases for Rickey B. Rickey. We need a big hit here. Give us some cushion, Rickey. Bases loaded, and Chris walks him on a pitch just four straight balls, the last one being just outside the strike zone, but low, and it's 3-0 Detroit. That's going to bring up Eddie Murray with the bases loaded. Good speed on the base path. Should keep us out of the double play if it comes to that. Oh no, is that going to be a grand slam over the Green Monster? Get out of here! Oh, they're yanking him in the second inning. Holy cow. When was the last time that we've knocked somebody out of a ball game in the second inning? Murray's 12th home run on the season, and now he's got 44 RBI. So he's hot on the trail of Mickey Hatcher at the plate now. John LaRose, I believe he's pitched in both games. Am I wrong? Yeah. I guess he went 2 2/3 in the first game of the series, and then we saw him on June 12th, in which he got the win. So, okay, 7-0 lead, and Mickey Hatcher, ground ball up the middle, good range from Smalley, tosses out Hatcher. 2 down. Next up is Lance Parrish. And Parrish blasted into the gap. There's another double. Do we want to go for 3? Do we want the third out at third? We're up 7. Yes, we do. And Parrish beats the throw from Freddie Lynn. And Parrish, once again, will have a chance to go for the cycle. He had 2 opportunities, one on the 11th and one on the 13th versus Boston. And he's halfway there with a double and a triple today. Okay, Gibby up next, facing John LaRose, lefty on lefty still. And a base hit over the head of the first baseman, Dodson. Parrish trots in, and Gibby has himself an extra base hit. That is Gibson's 5th double on the season, and it's 8-0 Detroit. Now, before this game started, let me just reiterate something really quick. And I know some of you that play this game regularly might not feel similarly, but, we have a 20-game lead, and I feel like that is about where this game stops us in the simulation. And I have a feeling that from this point out, we're going to be right around 500. Additionally, after the game, I noticed that our run differential, we are exactly 100 runs over. So we're 20 games in the positive, and we're plus 100 runs on the season. So let's make a note of that. At 70 games, we are 20 games over and 100 plus 100 runs. And let's see where we go from there. Okay, here's Glenn Wilson. Gibby on second, and Glenn Wilson, I know it doesn't look like it, but that was over the Green Monster for a 2-run home run. Folks, we've gone double digits here in the second inning. The biggest inning we've ever had, and it still continues. We've got Doug Baker up next. Glenn Wilson hitting his 7th home run on the season. There's a slow roller to short. And Baker shows some mercy to the Red Sox. The Tigers score 10 runs in the second inning. And we head to the bottom half, and Morris can switch it to cruise control as Pat Dodson steps in, striking him out. Now, he worked that count. That is 9 pitches for Morris to get that strikeout. First K of the day. Here is Ivan Calderon. Back-to-back Ks. And Jim Rice up next. 5 for 22 against Morris with a dong. And he grounds out to second. That'll do it. So Tigers score 10, and we're setting the defense back out there quickly. Eddie Miller leading off against John LaRose. Miller had a hit first time up, and it's going to be down the right field line. This will be an easy triple. Oh, no, it won't be. Eddie Miller is thrown out at third. It is a silent double for Miller. That is disappointing. Calderon does have a good arm, and it did say 90% chance. Am I wrong? So Miller's first double on the season. We got greedy. Here we go. One down. Sweet Lou up next. A ground ball to short. Oh, man, that was a rally killer. We could have had another 10-run inning. Rickey walks for the second time. We're certainly not going to steal 10 runs up. That would get Eddie Murray earholed. Murray base hit to center field. That'll get Henderson to third. Wait, how is he not already at third? It is Rickey Henderson, but we're going to say no. We'll let Mickey Hatcher have a crack at it here. Let's see if he can get his 50th RBI on the season. He pops it up into left center field. Jimmy Rice making the catch. So we strand 2 runners. We head to the bottom of the third with Clint Hurdle at the plate. Hurdle, line drive right at Whitaker. 1 out. Here's Freddie Lynn. Lynn batting .250 with 4 home runs. Oh, make it number 5. There goes the shutout and the no-hitter. And the perfect game. Just totally wipes it out for Morris. That's the 5th home run for Lynn. A guy that had some, reasonable power. He had to go Oppo Taco to get that one, though. It's 10-1. As Roy Smalley's first at bat is a ground out to first. 2 down. And here's Dennis Littlejohn, who strikes out swinging. 3 Ks for Morris today. We head to the top of the 4th. Red Sox get a run on the board. It's 10-1. And Lance Parrish is up now. We need a single or a home run from No Pants Lance. Ground ball sharply hit to short. And that is 1 out. Next up is Gibby. Gibby's got a double off of John LaRose today. Ground ball to third. 2 down. Here's Glenn Wilson. Wilson had a big shot there in the second inning, and he pops it up high on the infield, carrying to the outfield grass. And Smalley makes the play. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. We've got Barrett, Boggs, and Dodson due up. Morris, despite giving up the home run to Lynn, is looking pretty good today. Gets a fly ball to center from Barrett, where Miller makes the catch. That's going to bring up Wade Boggs. Boggs, a line drive to center right at Miller, though. Positioned perfectly out there in the outfield. 2 down, and Pat Dodson takes strike 3 looking. That is K number 4. We have a new pitcher in the ballgame. It's going to be Mike Smithson. I almost said Smike. I almost got it wrong. Okay, this is his 15th appearance, 0-1 with a 4.83 ERA, 21K in 31 innings pitched. Opponents are betting 277 against him. He does have a save. Fastball, not much to offer there, 86 miles an hour. He's a ground ball pitcher. In fact, a fastball is not even in his repertoire. It's a sinker. It's his best pitch, rated at 85. Overall, rated 83. Really should be a starter on some teams. The 28-year-old goes to arbitration next season. Okay, so Smithson will face Doug Baker. And he walks him. That's not a good start for Smithson. As Baker standing on first for Eddie Miller. I believe Miller is 2 for 2 today. Batting .500 on the season. Eddie strikes out. Is this the 4th time through the lineup? Let's take a look at the in-game stats. It's a little early to do that, but we've got a lot going on. So let's just see how we're doing here. Yeah, this is the 4th time through the lineup here with Lou. Runner on first, 1 down. And Lou laces it to the left. Frozen rope. Caught by Jim Rice. 2 down. Here's Rickey be Rickey. And Rickey walks for the 3rd time today. 3 walks for Rickey. That's going to set up Murray. Murray's got a grand salami already. Let's see if he can put a 3-run on the board. Oh, he was taking a big cut. Pops it up to short, and that'll do it. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We've got 2 righties and a lefty coming up here for Morris. Calderon, Rice, and Hurdle. And this could be the last inning for Morris. We have a 9-run lead. There's no reason to tax him. We brought up Jerry Uger. He could go a couple innings. That might be how we play this out. Only 51 pitches for Morris as Calderon flies out to the left. Rice strikes out. 5 Ks for Morris. And Clint Hurdle on a 3-1 count rips it into the center field sliver there in that little triangle in the corner, and Hurdle has himself a double. Only the 2nd hit off of Morris, his 19th double of the year. 2 down, runner on 2nd for Freddie Lynn. And a comebacker to Morris, and Morris gets the out at first. So we head to the top of the 6th. Tigers are up 9 runs. And Sticky Mickey leading off. Hatcher 0 for 3 on the day. You don't see that very often on an offensive outburst like the Tigers have today. Murray pops it up right on the foul line, and it's dropped by Dodson. An error from the first baseman. And we have Lance Parrish at the plate. Another opportunity here. He needs a single or a home run. There's a fly ball to left. That's not going to get it done. Next up is Gibby. Gets to face a right-hander. Hatcher on first. 1 out. Oh, Gibby strikes out. He's having more success today versus the lefties. And Glenn Wilson, 2 for 3, had his 7th home run on the season. Slices it to right. Play is made by Calderon. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th. I guess we're going to let Morris go 1 more for posterity's sake. And then we're going to bring in Uger. Okay, here we go. Roy Smalley. A ground ball into the hole at short. Baker, nice job playing out of position today, but he is rated a 90 out there. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Dennis Littlejohn. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a deep fly ball to center that Miller was able to catch up with. So 2 quick outs from Jack Morris. And Marty Barrett hits a grounder to short. What a solid outing from Morris. It isn't often we see all facets working together. Doug Baker will lead off the 7th. He's 1 for 2 with a walk today. And he strikes out to lead off the top of the 7th. Next up is Eddie Miller. Miller's 2 for 3. Fly ball into center field. Freddie Lynn makes the catch. And we're back to Lou. 5th time today. He's seen the plate. And he pops it up to short. Okay, so, I mean, other than that second inning, the Tigers have really been shut down by the relief pitching. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Oh, man. I don't want to tempt fate, but we are going to bring in Jerry Uger here. Now, Uger has not really found success in any role, and this year's no different. He had 5 starts. His ERA got pretty jacked up. He's walked more than he struck out. Opponents are batting .305 against him. They did the same last year, but Uger had more success. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He's got a splitter. That is his best pitch. Also a curveball. It's above average. Rated 83 overall. And you can see he's done well in the minor leagues. For crying out loud, he's got 4 complete games and 2 shutouts in 8 starts. So we're going to see how he does here on his, 3rd go-around this year? So Uger into the ball game. Wade Boggs is a left-hander, of course, leading off against Jerry Uger, and a base hit. 3rd hit for the Sox today. Let's get a double play here as Pat Dodson steps in. That's a pop-up on the infield between Murray and Whitaker. Whitaker will make the catch. Out number 1, we've got a couple of righties here. Ivan Calderon. Ground ball to short. That could be a double play. Oh, Calderon beats out the throw. We get the force at second. So 2 down, and Jim Rice at the plate. Rice 1 for 4 against Jerry Uger in his career. 0 for 2 today. And a comebacker to Uger. And he tosses him out. So good job by Jerry Uger giving up the leadoff single to Boggs. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Mike Smithson still in there. 3 innings pitched, no hits given up. He has walked a couple. And Rickey Henderson walks for the 4th time today. He's been on base all 5 at-bats. Does that outweigh, and he has a stolen base, does that outweigh Eddie Murray's grand slam for player of the game? I don't know. I think we need something else from Murray. There's an infield single. He retakes the lead. We're gonna say it's Murray for player of the game at this point. So it's 1st and 2nd. And Mickey Hatcher, who has done jack shit today, is 0 for 4. He needs a hit. Oh, he strikes out as Smithson pulls the string on that slider. And a rare 0 for 5 game. That's going to leave it up to Lance Parrish to keep things moving, and he strikes out looking. So Parrish looked good early. It has been absolutely a bum in his last 3 at-bats. 5 Ks for Smithson in relief. Gibby up next, and Gibby slices it to the left. It's more of a fade, I guess. And that is the final out of the inning. So we're going to bring in some defensive replacements here. We're going to put Brock at first. And we are going to put Hojo at third. We know he's not great defensively, but we're going to give him a shot out there. And Jerry Uger comes back out for 1 more inning. He's got a couple of lefties and a switch hitter. Let's see if he can give us 1 more good inning here. Clint Hurdle leading off. Ground ball to second. Whitaker tosses him out. One down. Next up is Freddie Lynn. Lynn's responsible for the only run today for the Red Sox. He grounds out to Hojo. Nice to see Hojo making a play. 2 quick outs, and there's a base hit from Roy Smalley. Can't keep him off the board. He is leading the AL in batting average after all. Second hit given up by Uger, 4th overall for the Red Sox, and then Littlejohn walks. Okay, so this is the last batter. It's Marty Barrett. Let's see if Uger can pull it together here and get the final out of the 8th. There's a ground ball to Baker at short, and the play is made. So we are headed to the 9th inning. Tigers are up 9. And Glenn Wilson is leading off. He's 2 for 4 on the day. And there's home run number 2. It's a double dong day for Glenn Wilson. Big Willie style. Gives the Tigers a double-digit lead. That is his 8th home run. Wow, is that better than the Eddie Murray day, right? 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. So I think we have to reconsider that as a Glenn Wilson day. A base hit for Baker. We're finally coming around on Mike Smithson. Runner on first. Here's Eddie Miller. And Miller strikes out for the second time. 6 Ks for Mike Smithson. Next up is Sweet Lou. Lou's going to dump it into right center field. Is that going to fall in? It does fall in for a hit. Baker goes to third, and he is safe. 15 hits for the Tigers today. Smithson officially tired. He's thrown 89 pitches in relief today. He didn't even think he was going to pitch today. There's a comebacker from Rickey. And they force out at second. So Smithson holds Baker at third. And Greg Brock will get his first at bat with his new baseball card, too. That looks awesome. Here we go with Greg Brock. 1-0 count. And he laces it into left center field. That'll be a double. We're going to send the runner home. Hell yeah, Rickey scores. A 2 RBI double from Brock. It's 13-1. Brock gets his 5th double on the season. Fans are clearing out here in the 9th. Hojo up next, his first appearance at the plate. And a slow roller to second. Barrett makes the play. Tigers get 3 in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th. We are going to take Jerry Uger out. He did his gerb. And we're going to bring in Keith Comstock, who has been pretty damn good for us. We don't need to dwell on it here. You'll see that of all of our relievers, he's only given up 6 runs, 5 earned in his last 20 appearances. So 173 ERA in that period. So let's see how he does against Wade Boggs. 0-2 count. And he strikes out Wade Boggs. Nice. 1 down here in the 9th inning. Pat Dodson up next. There's a ground ball to short. 2 quick outs. He's going to have to face a tough hitter in Ivan Calderon. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. And he pops it up on the infield. Brock under it. Makes the play. The Tigers win 13-1. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Okay, so we do get a trade offer. All right, interesting. Let's take a look here. We got a trade offer from the Twinkies. As they are in rebuild mode, they're offering us crap, though. Terry Felton, who I don't really know much about. He has not pitched in the majors since 1980. He did have a 1983 baseball card, though. But if the Twins can't use them, how could we use them? and Houston Jimenez, who is a backup shortstop. He's not even rated 70. Good actually, he can play almost anywhere, which is valuable, but not to us. So we're going to say no. And let's take a look at the standings. So we gain another game back on the Yankees and the Red Sox and Baltimore, technically. So that's good news. Seattle seems to be stuck 4.5 games back. You know, a storyline that you may have forgotten about that I'll remind you because I think this is interesting. Remember that the Texas Rangers' worst offense in the American League right now, they've only got one catcher. And so other players on this team have been the backup catcher. I checked earlier. Chris Spire, who had 14 starts at catcher last year, has got 4. Dwayne Kuiper, of all people, has started 2 games at catcher. And various other infielders have caught this season for the Rangers. So I just always find that fascinating. They don't have another decent catcher until maybe Double-A, someone named Donnie Scott, who is only 21 years old. Maybe that's why they haven't used him as a backup. So, in fact, his rating is so high, he probably could be a starter. But anyway, I thought I'd point that out. Let's take a look at headlines. What did James write about today? The only story is the Tigers. Tigers had to lead over the Red Sox, 13-1 victory. Jack Morris allowed 1 run. That's good news. Boston's Dodson was hitless. Barrett struggled. Red Sox, Rickey Henderson went 1 for 2 with 4 walks and a steal, 2 runs and an RBI. Man, player of the game today is going to be tough. Let's take a look at transactions. Another retirement. A lot of players retiring now that the draft has taken place. So we're kind of clearing out a lot of the extra players. And in this case, it's Dave Hamilton, longtime reliever. And he is done with a career. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I think we have to go with Glenn Wilson with the double dong day. I know Murray had the 4 ribbies on the Grand Slam. Also of note, Rickey Henderson, 4 walks. That is kind of amazing for our team. But yeah, Glenn Wilson had 4 RBI. He had 3 hits. And the 2 home runs. We actually had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 extra base hits in this game. I bet you tomorrow when we play Baltimore, we will get shellacked. Jack Morris gets the win. 9-3 on the season. No walks. That's amazing. 5 Ks. Jerry Udrih comes in and does his gerb. He goes 2 innings, giving up 2 hits. No strikeouts. No surprise. And Kami does his job as well. Mike Chris takes the loss in maybe the shortest outing from an opponent this season. I would have to say. So, okay, that's going to do it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, everyone, have a great night.